What's going on, people? Listen. So look, sister to sister has been rescheduled for a later date due to technical difficulties. My sister all the way in Chicago was not able to get signed on properly, so that's fine. This is the first time and last time. It's always, there's something that's gonna take place, trying to block the show, but the show must go on. Anyway, how's everybody doing, y'all? It's Mahogany Muse. Here today, we're still going to discuss some relationship topics, y'all. Discuss things that, take place in relationships that people should be able to get over. Sometimes, things happen. They don't happen to you, they happen for you. So we have to learn how to use our discernment when these things are taking place. Uh, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, okay? It's always options available for you to and other directions to take, okay, instead of feeling the hurt and pain when things take place in relationships. All of those things are lessons to be learned. You have to learn to take it with a grain of salt and move on. It's hard, but in order for you to keep your mental state intact, you have to learn how to accept what's taking place, use your discernment on if you want to, keep it going or not. If you want to make sure, anytime you have any type of relationship issues, there's always going to be ups and downs, but we have to know when to say when. A lot of us try to stay in these relationships because we feel like that's what we're supposed to be, that's what we're supposed to be doing, and things like that. And you know what? A lot of times when it's over, it's actually over, and it's okay to move on. Not everybody is going to be for it. Not everybody's for you, and everybody thinks because you've been in a relationship for a long time, that's what it's supposed to be. No, not all the time. You do need to figure out what the issues are. Some people go to counseling. Some people know when to say when. Okay. Not all the time is, a lot of times people are unhappy and they stay because they're codependent on the other person. For whatever reasons, whatever decisions, they made in a relationship. One of the people in the couple is not able to take care of themselves, so they have to look to the other person to do so, which is fine. It depends on the dynamic of your relationship. It's supposed to be, where your uh, the man of the house is supposed to be a breadwinner. That is how it's supposed to go. But over the years, we've times have changed. Times are not the same. It's different now. A lot of us now have to be out in the field. We have to work and we have to be our own breadwinner because, the dynamic of the relationship has changed. Financially, things have changed. People are not able, the cost of daycare, the cost of living, the cost of a two-parent household has changed. So, the times are different. Sometimes, you want to try to do what you can to make it work, and it's okay to do that. As far as me and my relationship, y'all, I am a workaholic. I sometimes my masculinity side comes out when I don't feel safe being able to let my wall down because I want to make sure that me and my family are also okay. And because, I've had some really I have good relationships. My marriages have been, okay. But, I've always felt like I had to secure my own bag. And the reason for that is my mother taught me that. My mother's always worked. Didn't matter if daddy was bringing in money or not, which daddy was always making sure we're taken care of as well. But my mother always worked and she always taught me and my sister to bring in our own bag, to make sure that we've always had took care of ourselves, that in case anything happened, we can take care of ourselves. As a matter of fact, all the women in my family, we don't play about it. We make sure that we're bringing in income because we don't like to have to ask people for anything. That can be a blessing and a curse because sometimes men feel if women are taking care of themselves, they don't need them for anything. And that's not true. The emotional side, it's not always about finances. You know, we are looking for emotional. Women are emotional. If you can love us right and do what we need you to do, and it's not all about money, okay? That is part of a relationship because you need to also make sure that you're taking care of your household. But the emotional side is what we need, and a lot of times the men are not able to satisfy us on that side because they're too busy worried about the finances or things outside of the emotions is what we actually require as part of a relationship and living. Now there is some women who don't require the emotional side because that's not what they're looking for. As far as me, and I noticed with the women in my family, we're very strong, we're very self-sufficient, and it does appear that we don't need men. But the fact is, we do. We want a relationship, but we also want to make sure that things are taken care of. Not everybody feels that way. Another thing I want to discuss is going to be trust. Trust is a huge factor. If I cannot close my eyes at night and know that I'm going to be okay, I couldn't be with somebody that I can't trust. Trust is like a number one for me. Trust comes with so many layers and so many different things, but trust encompasses a relationship. You have to be able to trust your partner. You have to be able to put all of whatever you have in that relationship into each other. And without trust, you don't have anything. You don't have anything if you don't have trust. You know, and the slightest thing can break that trust, but people don't understand that that's something that's very important in a relationship. Money won't buy it, time doesn't buy it, loyalty and integrity buys trust. You have to be loyal and you have to have integrity. And it's so much integrity and loyalty lacking in relationships, quote unquote, relationships these days. So many things people put so much of everything else into it and they leave out the most important things: trust, integrity, and loyalty. It's hard to find somebody that can match. It's hard to find somebody that can match your energy when those are the things that you live for. It's not about finances, it's not about anything outside of loyalty, integrity, and trust. Once you have those, your team, your bond, nothing can come in between that. But so many people don't realize the importance of it. I have zero tolerance for anything outside of those three things. Zero tolerance. I have to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. It's, people are easily tempted. Nothing, I'm telling you, one thing about me is if you have my back, I have yours. And a lot of times I love so hard that it's not, people can't compare. It's hard to find somebody that can love as much and as strong as you can, as I can. I can't speak for nobody else. I know how strong I am. And the sweet voice and the nice ways, people don't know how I am because a lot of times they can't even get past that wall. Because once that wall is up, that's it. That's all. It takes a lot for my wall to be broken down. But one thing I can say is I'm loyal. I'm going to take care of my family. If something happens to mine, I'm going to make sure mine is taken care of, period. Point blank. That's just how it is. That's just how it should be. If a man is willing to reduce himself to temptation, and that's women as well, if you're willing to reduce yourself to temptation and your whole life, relationship, marriage, family is broken up because of something as simple as temptation, shame on you. Because anything you have with your family should be first and foremost. Nothing should be able to break that bond. So that just goes to show you that a lot of people don't get married and don't have kids and don't do a lot of things that are required in a family for the right reasons. Because if your foundation is based on love, trust, integrity, and loyalty, nothing can break that bond except the two people that decide they just don't want to be together no more. That's where the grown folk stuff come in. People don't talk about it. Communication is the key. When you're no longer happy with somebody, I don't think people really. You have to be able to communicate that. So maybe it's something that you all can work out. It might be something that you all can get past. It's no such things as breaks in a relationship. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Breaks in a marriage. Once you are married, it's no breaks in between. You got to work it out, you got to deal with it, and you got to get through it, or you don't get through it. It's one of the two. You don't have an option once you get married and you have a family. There is no options. There's no options when it comes to that. But so many people don't take it seriously because they didn't get married and get with the other person on the right. Their foundation was crumbling from the start. You have a faulty foundation. And yep, that's me talking. It might not be how people feel like they should be. Okay. Some people might feel like, you know what, I'm just marrying because I want to be secure, have security. Anybody can lose their job. Anything can happen and money can stop. Anything. If you base your relationship, your family, your marriage, your life on just finances, you're not going to make it. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. You have to have a strong foundation for your family to survive. If you don't have a strong foundation, anything can break your bond. I just wish more people would take marriage and family seriously. And another thing you want to discuss is then the kids. All these kids all over the place. Kids need a mother and a father. They need a family. A lot of the kids nowadays don't even know what it is like to even have both parents in the household, because so many people think it's just okay to just run a mill to just have babies here and there without having a family foundation for your kids. That is important. It's important. I don't care what that's my personal opinion. Everybody has a right to their opinion, and that's mine. Kids need their mother and their father. No matter how you want to chop it, no matter how you want to say, oh, my kids don't need their daddy, I'll take care of my kids, don't need their mom. No, that's not how it's supposed to go. You didn't make the baby by yourself. You made the baby with another individual, regardless of how that child got there. People making babies and stuff and just making babies out of the blue and don't have any type of foundation for these kids to be on. And then next thing you know, they're just part of the system as well. It's already too many broken families. These kids need a two-parent household, whether you want it to be two men, two women, woman and man. So many different things going on nowadays, but these kids need a two-parent household to show what it's supposed. They need to know where a foundation starts. There's so many parents out here that are single parents, and you know what? That is not cool. It's not cool. People leaving and breaking families up and just not having no type of standards for what's going on. And this is for men and women. Men and women can't make babies by themselves. Most of the time, the women are stuck with the babies. And I am saying stuck because most of the time, a man is able to just walk away and go make another one with somebody else. Women are stuck with a baby in the incubator for 9 months before they can even go and run around doing whatever it is that they're going to do. We both, as men and women, have to start being responsible for our families and being responsible for more than just making sure somebody has, a cute purse or cute shoes and things like that. We have to start thinking about things a little deeper than what we are. We don't take life and family seriously. People do not take family seriously nowadays. And it's so sad to see it. And these kids, all they know is how to play a game on TV because they're not seeing what it is. In the evenings, kids should be having dinner, sitting at the table eating dinner with somebody. Not just sticking a meal in the microwave and popping hot dogs here and there. Yes, we got families that work. That means you got a meal prep. If you got a family that your parents work and you're one of those the kids that come home latchkey kid or whatever, that takes place as well. Have food ready for those kids. If you're not going to be there by dinner time, meal prep night before. Make sure those kids have something to eat. Make sure they on the schedule. Make sure they know that their homework got to be done. Not everybody's going to be able to do it because it's not a perfect world. But we have to start making changes to make things right. We got to start making it right for these kids. These kids are doing stuff that is unheard of for a child. Kids is taking care of families like they had kids. And it's ridiculous. We got to start stepping back into being adults about our families and taking care of things that we need to take care of. Grandparents are not parents of the kids. Grandparents are grandparents. They're there to be a grandparent, not to raise your kids. They're there to help you in times of need. They're not there to raise your kids. When people become grandparents, regardless of how young the grandparents are nowadays, they're called grandparents for a reason. They're not supposed to have to be raising your kids. You have babies, you raise them. Now they can give you some pointers. Y'all don't want to listen to them most of the time when grandparents are trying to show you something. To show you another side of something to help you raise your kids. But your grandparents are not your kids' parents. But anyway, so who's out there? What do y'all got to say? How's everybody feeling? Are y'all doing okay? How's everybody feeling today? I didn't need to come on here talking like that, but you know what? Sometimes we just got to say things. And I'm going to watch my language because it is things I want to say, but because I respect my elders, okay? I'm not going to use the language I really want to use right now. I'm going to save that for another day. And I'm going to make sure I label that one explicit, okay? Because it's language that I really want to use for some of the parents out here that I can't. So how's everybody's day going? I hope everybody is doing well. I'm feeling good. I'm so upset because my sister and I were supposed to do sister-to-sister relationships. I had some juicy stuff to talk to y'all about, but I'm going to wait until we do our sister-sister segment on the It's Mahogany Muse show. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well. I hope that everybody woke up today, said their prayers for themselves and their family and their friends and people in the world that are not doing as good as they are, praying for them, sending love and light to those people. You know, we often think about ourselves, and you know what? We have to make sure we include others when we pray, because some of these people don't even know how to pray. They don't even believe in prayer. So we have to speak up for them. And you know what? Still make sure they're covered. You know, because you know that a lot of people don't know. Everybody has their own beliefs. I just want to make sure I do my part. So, are you all excited about 2023? I sure am. I'm so excited, y'all, for 2023. I am super excited. I don't want to take no shorts. This year, I have so many things going on, y'all. I got a lot of things happening. I want to make sure I include my family in these things so we can all grow together and create generational wealth. It's going down this year. I got my babies, I got my grandbabies, everybody's, on board. We need to make things happen. I want to make sure that we start creating some generational wealth for these kids. We have to think ahead. We can't just live for the day. We have to literally live for our kids' futures. We have, we're so busy robbing Peter to pay Paul and not saving money and not putting things up because we feel like, well, who like we won't really need it in the future, like the future is always there. And to be honest, it's not. We never know when we're going to be in a position that we can't take care of everybody because situations occur, people lose jobs, the economy crashes, anything can take place. And if we don't know how to take care of each other and help each other out, we are going to fail. We won't survive as a family. So we have to look out for each other. We have to be there for each other, and we got to teach each other how to fish and not just provide the fish. If you learn how to fish, you can actually feed yourself forever. If somebody just gives you a fish, you can be hungry the next day. Just look, we got to survive out here. We have to survive out here. So, is there anything that you all want me to talk about? Anything that you all want to come on live and talk about? Is there anything else that we can discuss right now that you all feel is something that should be discussed? What is it? What? Comment, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and comment down below and let me know what it is you want to discuss. Infidelity is something else I wanted to discuss, but I'm trying to see if I should save that for the sister segment. I have a question. Do you all think that infidelity is a deal breaker in your relationship, in your marriage? Is that a deal breaker? I don't know how you all feel about it, but for me, it's definitely a deal breaker. Once my trust is broken, I can't look at the person the same. Cheating is disloyal. Cheating is something that I can't tolerate. And because I know that it's possible to not be a cheater, and I know it's possible to be loyal to the soil, okay, like I am, and it's possible to not be a liar and a backstabber, which is all those things that I feel cheating is. That is something that I can't tolerate. I can't look out. I'm just not able to get past it. Now, I do practice forgiveness. Okay. I will forgive you to the bottom of my heart, but I just won't mess with you no more. And that's like cut and dry. And that's why it's going to be so hard for me to get into my next relationship, because it's not about trust issues, but I bring a lot to the table. And it's hard to find a woman like me who is loyal, who I don't lie. I'm gonna be honest. Now sometimes that honesty might be a little bit too much for some people. I come with a lot. But I also bring my A game. I make sure that I bring what I expect to receive to the table. So I bring what I expect to receive to the table. Period. Honesty, loyalty. I'm not a cheater. I love hard. I'm going to make sure whatever I do is going to be to the benefit of me, my relationship, my family, nothing outside of that. Period. I know that it's possible because that's how I am. So it's going to be very hard to find somebody to match my energy. Not everybody's cut out for that. Not everybody's ready to be loyal and, have integrity about any and everything and all aspects of a relationship, or especially a marriage. And it's okay if you're not ready, but you have to be able to communicate those things so you give people the the opportunity to say yay or nay. Period. Hi, Mary. Yeah, exactly, Mary. Exactly. Traits of an Aries. Period. Loyal to the soil. Not everybody can handle it. Not everybody knows how to deal with it. Not everybody's up to the challenge because you know what? Temptation can take advantage of people. It takes people to another side sometimes, and they just don't know how to. They're not strong enough. And right, Aries. Me being Aries, I do not play. I don't play about my family. I don't play about my relationships. I don't play about anything that has to do with me and mine. Period. So once that trust is broken, it's very hard. I just don't look at the person the same anymore because I know that it's possible to be a great person. And that encompasses loyalty, integrity, being honest. And sometimes people can't even handle honesty. So if you can't handle somebody being honest without being rude and coming from a loving place, and you take offense to somebody being honest with you, instead of trying to communicate reasons why or to understand where the person is coming from, to me that's just something that's not going to work for me. I communicate. I'm a communicate. If it's something I don't like, I'm going to communicate that to you. If it's something I like and love, I'm going to communicate that also. I just don't communicate what I'm not happy with. I communicate what I am happy with. So, moving forward, what puts a smile on my face? What puts a smile on my heart? What makes me feel good? What makes me want to love you even more? Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want somebody that loves them to the max? You would think that everybody wants that. But people get complacent with it and take advantage of it and consider kindness weakness sometimes. That aspect of somebody's personality and trait of themselves, it's asinine. I'm sorry, that's coming from my Aries. I don't know. But I just don't understand how you cannot want that in your life. Why not put out there what you want to receive? But people literally don't understand. They don't understand how you can love so hard. And what makes it so bad is if that one doesn't work, the next one will. And if that one doesn't work, the next one also will. It's not going to stop. It's not going to change the way I am and the way I feel and the way I love because I know what I'm looking for. And at some point, somebody's going to be out there that it does work with. People think they're ready for it and they really don't be ready. They're not ready. They don't know how to handle it. It's real. It's real. But when you got a team player on your hands, you can build empires with it. When you are a team, you can build an empire with that person. Empire, literally, kings and queens. That's what they do. Kings and queens build empires. People can't just creep in and destroy an entire empire. That's not possible when you have an emperor and an empress together as a team. That's what I'm looking for. Until I find that, I'm okay with just being an empress. I can still run the kingdom. The queendom, if you want to say so. I can still handle it. But a lot of people don't understand that we can't just let our walls down for everybody. Only a certain type of person, that certain someone is able to let that wall down. And if that person doesn't succeed in the queendom or the kingdom, that person it has to go as well, because you can't allow one bad grape to destroy the bunch. You can't. You have to be able to sustain your relationship. You have to. You have to be able to sustain temptation. You have to. Temptation is around all day, every day. You think women, let me stop talking about people as a group. I don't love anything more than I love the person I'm with. When I'm with the person I'm with, that's who I'm with. That's who I see. That's who I love. I don't understand how it's so easy for people to look outside their relationships. Why get in a relationship if you're not ready for that? I don't understand why you would get in a relationship if you're not ready for that. That's the whole point. The apple of your eye. You're looking for the whole point of getting in a relationship, unless, like I said, unless you have ulterior motives, which a lot of these people do nowadays, because people consider life hard. So the first thing they're going to do is look to use another person. Karma is real. Do you realize why your life ain't moving forward? Your life ain't moving forward because you're probably paying for karma that you accrued from something you did before that you forgot all about. Karma's real. Stop taking advantage of people. Quit lying on people to prevent other people from wanting them. Stop it. That happens that happens regularly. If somebody is telling you something negative about somebody you are with, look at that person and wonder why they're telling you that information. If it's not helping you and it's just something to give you some information, not everybody is the same with the other person. That person might be a totally different person when they're with you. One person might bring out something totally different in the other person. You can't just base yourself and your relationship on what somebody else went through with another person. You can't. You have to have your own experience. Your experience might not be the same experience as somebody else had. Now, thank you for the information. You appreciate any information that's given, but your experience with that person might not be the same as somebody else may have with it. So you're not gonna, one thing I don't do, which is people probably wondering right now today, Sheena, why was your marriage so? You know what? It didn't work out. Not everybody was faithful. It didn't work out. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it hurt a little bit because one person give more than the other. That's okay. That person just wasn't the one for you. And that comes with all relationships. The person you're with, if it doesn't work out, that's just not the one for you. The one for you is out there. There's billions of people on this earth. That person may not have been the one for you, and it's okay. Move on. Find your person. But in the meantime, work on yourself, heal yourself, get yourself together, get yourself to the point where you are on your A game. You got your things together. Don't let anybody deter you from loving yourself. See, that's when all of that self-love stuff comes in. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I got out of my last relationship, my last marriage, my immediate response to that, instead of feeling sorrow, I had to turn that pain into power. I flipped the switch. You got to flip that switch. You got to realize everybody may not be for you. And it's okay. Because one thing you don't want to be is unhappy. You don't want to be in a relationship just because you're in a relationship. Take care of it. Look, discuss it. If it's not going to be discussed, that's fine. Handle what you need to handle. Move on. Make sure you get you together. Make sure you don't stop building yourself. Make sure you don't stop whatever your dreams were. If that person was not for you, it's okay. And people don't believe that's a real thing. People killing people and doing all type of stuff and abuse, all of that stuff. No. If that person is not, see, a lot of times people are trying to take advantage of the other person. At that point, once you realize that it's not going to work, it's okay. It's not going to work. Be honest. Communicate. A lot of times they're not going to be truthful on when you ask. You can ask somebody straight to their face. They will lie to your face, but you know better. Whether you ask them or not, whether they tell you the truth or not, you know better. You know what it is. You know what's going on. You feel it. Don't ever block out your gut feeling. You don't need to see somebody in the bed with somebody. Okay. You don't need to see proof. You know when when their energy changes. You know when these things are taking place. All you can do is ask. If somebody is not honest, okay, do you really need an answer? You know better. Quit waiting, y'all. Quit taking all this time, y'all waste. Quit wasting all your time. Stop wasting time. Because the more time you waste with energy over there, you need to be taking that energy and putting it into yourself and making you a better you. Women, I'm speaking for women because I'm not a man, so I can't speak for a man. A lot of women let themselves go because they feel like they're not enough. You are enough. You're enough. You let yourself go, girl. You better stop. Pull yourself together, okay? And know you're enough. Follow your dreams. What you feel is flawed in yourself, look into yourself and fix those flaws. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for somebody else to tell you what your flaws are? Are you waiting for someone else to fix in you what you can't fix in yourself? No, you are enough. Love yourself enough to let go, let God, and love you. You'll be surprised at how you can turn that pain into power. I am a prime example. I thought I had my end all be all. But see, one thing I did have is I had a strong foundation. Okay. I was raised with a strong foundation. But over the years, I knew what I wanted and what I didn't want, what I was going to put up with and what I will not put up with. Once you learn to listen to yourself, you'll start listening to you'll listen to what your heart says. And you know better. You get that feeling, you know when something's not right. Speak up on it. And then when you make your decision, stand on that decision. Stand on it. Don't backtrack. Stand on it. Your respect comes from you sticking to what you believe in and your word and how you feel about something. Quit waiting for somebody else to tell you how to feel and waiting on somebody else to tell you if you're good enough. Stop. We got to stop doing that as women. We got to start standing up for ourselves. Y'all better, I'm telling you right now, when you stand up for yourself, it's a whole new respect for you. And not only for you, other women look to you for that stuff. Other women look to other women. Whether they say it or not, they don't have to say it. We just have to set the example for us. And then men, not only do the women respect you, men also respect you because they know that you're not going to take no shit. Excuse my French. I didn't even want to use that. I didn't want to cuss words, but they're going to start respecting you because they know that you don't play those games. And then people that are not going to respect you to the point that you want them to won't play. They won't even try you because they're going to know already what it is. And it's not being mean. It's not being negative. It's just being real. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself and you got to know what it is that you want out of your life. And if the person that you're with is not supporting you and supporting it or supporting your journey, then that's not the person for you. Because somebody that loves you and loves what you stand for is not going. They're going to support you in your dreams, just like you would do them. So if that person is not for you, it's okay. It's somebody out there for you. Believe me. There's billions of men and women out here. Period. Oh, sister, hi. So yeah, it's just like, you know what? You just gotta make your own life happen. You gotta make things happen for yourself. You have to make sure that whatever you're trying to do in your life, that if somebody doesn't respect you, move on. You have to move on. Sis, I'm already in the live, so I can't add you. I'm sorry. But yeah, so people just understand that you make your own rules. And if your relationship is not going in the direction you want it to go, communicate that with your mate. Communicate that with the person that you love. And if they're not reciprocating that same energy, that may not be the person for you. And at this day and time in life, like it's so many other things going on that we don't have time to waste on things that are not going to be conducive to our happiness. We don't have that time anymore. We don't have the time to waste. And it's okay. It's okay. The thing is, people don't realize that it's okay. People are taking care of themselves because they don't want to be lonely. You're not lonely. You're never lonely. You not only have yourself, you got God. Okay? You have God. You got prayer. You have family. You have kids. You have things. You still have you. And if you can't be by yourself, who wants to be with somebody that can't even be by themselves? You don't love yourself enough to be by yourself. And I don't mean forever. I just mean enough time to get yourself together to where you are happy with or without another person. Your life shouldn't be codependent on somebody else. Your life shouldn't be codependent on another person. You should be able to live with yourself and be happy with yourself so you can be ready for somebody else. I don't understand. I don't understand. I can be with somebody or not. And it's okay. Because one thing I am going to do is I'm going to make sure whoever I'm with is going to give me the utmost respect the same way that I give them. Somebody's going to love me as much as I love them. Somebody is going to put into me as much as I put into them. And I know I got a lot. One thing about me, I'm going to give my all in everything. And a lot of people can't match my energy. And I understand that. And okay, and now I'm okay with that because you know what? Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. That's why it takes a lot for me. I don't just take anybody in. Do not waste my time. My time is valuable. And anybody should feel like their time is valuable. Don't waste your time with people that don't want to pour into you. Just don't. I refuse to. Somebody don't want to pour back into me when I'm pouring in. Bye. And maybe that's a little too harsh, but at this age and this point, I know what I want and I know what I don't want. I know what I see and what I don't want to see. And the problem is I cannot unsee things that have been done to me. I can't unsee it. So that's where the issue comes in, where I can't unsee it. I can't not see it. So basically you messed up. I'm just saying. Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody not everybody understands my logic, but that is what it is. Period. If I can work, you can work. Period. Okay? I don't judge nobody. Everybody has their own things they do in their own families. Okay? But one thing I know I will not do is put up with bull crap. I won't put up with abuse. I won't put up with cheating. I won't put up with lying. I won't put up with anything that is going to affect my mental health, period. It has to go. Simple. I refuse to get old before my age. You know, a lot of us look like we 75 years old, and no offense to my elderly people. No offense to y'all. I'm just saying. A lot of people that's my age looking 75 years old because of what they've been through. They let life take them through some things that they shouldn't have had to go through. I refuse to. I plan on enjoying my life for a long time. And the way I'm going to do it is not have high blood pressure. Okay. I'm not going to have stress. And anything that looks like it's going to affect those things in my life cannot be in my life. I want to live to see and play with my grandkids and be around. I want to be around. And not only do I want to be around, I want to look good when I'm around. I want to make sure that I'm looking good like my mother was looking. Okay, once you say that's it, that's all. No, I'm not living through stress. I'm not going to be sleeping with my one eye open all night and have bags under my eyes. I'm just not going to do it. What's up, Orlando? Hey, y'all. But yeah. Yes, y'all. I just want to make sure that I come on here tonight because we were scheduled, Carla. We were scheduled for Sister to Sister tonight. And we had technical difficulties, so she wasn't able to get on. But we are definitely going to be doing Sister once a week, where we're discussing all type of topics. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm so glad you all joined my live, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mary, thank you so much. Thank y'all. Yeah, Orlando, you coming from a man's point of view, what is your strong trait in a relationship, Orlando? What's your trait? What is it you're proud of? Come on, Orlando, give me something from a male point of view. What's something you're proud of? Are you loyal, man? Are you loyal, Orlando? Are you a loyal man? I'm waiting. Hey. Hey, sweetie pie. Orlando, are you a loyal man? Mr. Maine, hello? All these men always they want what they see and they don't really want what they get because they're not ready for somebody that stands strong on what they believe in. You know, a lot of these, I'm only speaking from a woman's point of view. You are, Orlando? Okay. So what do you feel about a strong woman like I am? Like, how do you feel about women that are honest, that come straight from the hip? Do you think they're too masculine? Do you think that's a masculine trait or what? I know, that's why I wanted Carlos sister to sister. Exactly. We do not play. We don't play. Our father gave us the game, and our mother showed us how to be loyal and to love our family and to be on it, okay? She loyal to the soil, okay? Faithful, not a cheater, not a liar, none of that. We got that from mom. Daddy showed us, he told us the game on what we need to do and what we don't need to do, what we need to look out for and how we need to be treated. Yeah, so yes, y'all. I'm just glad everybody joined me. I'm so glad y'all joined me. Did y'all get a notification? How did y'all see me? Did it pop up? Did you get a notification? Mary, Orlando, Carla? Okay, Orlando, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Are you sure? You know, a lot of women know, a lot of men say that, right? A lot of men say that they want a woman with a strong mind, right? And then when they get them, they like how it looks, how the packaging looks, right? And then when they actually live with them, they can't really handle it. Not saying all men, but a lot of men. Orlando, this is not the dating show. I am not looking for a date right now, Orlando. This is serious. Hey, Issa, you got a notification? Okay, you got a notification. Did the rest of y'all get a notification? This is my first time doing a live with people that people actually came on. Because it took a little minute for people to come on, so I didn't know if y'all got the notification right away or not. But this is great. I really love it, y'all. I really love it. I'm so glad this is so great because I'm always talking about this stuff with everybody. All the time. I'm always talking about this stuff. And everybody's like, you need to talk about it. So, I didn't really get explicit how I wanted to get crazy. Okay, I wanted to give y'all just a little something right now, but we got a whole lot to talk about. You heard me on the TV in the front? Okay, Orlando. That's good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad y'all got the notification. That's great. That's great. So women, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that being a more docile personality is better? Like what are y'all? Are you all a more docile? I don't even want to say docile. Do you all think that giving men the business straight from the hip is better than just kind of giving it to them being a little easier, or do you think it's based on the man's personality? You think it's based on the man's personality, or do you think that it's better to just give it to him all at once? What do y'all think? Because sometimes I think I'm a little too straightforward, but I'm not going to change who I am because I think it's better if everything's out in the open. I like to just have everything out there. What do y'all think? I want to know because sometimes, I might be a little bit too strong. I know Mary, she's an Aries, so we might think alike. Mary. What's going on, y'all? What do you think? And it's okay because, a lot of men need to know this. A lot of men need to know what women think. And a lot of times we won't say it because we're scared we're going to run the men off. Look, I don't want a man I can run off that easy. I want a strong man who can handle me and I'm telling you, I'm something. But I'm a good person. I know I'm wifey material. I'm not, I'm wifey material. I like cooking. I like all that. When I get home from work, the first thing I like to do is cook. I love cooking. But I need to make sure things are in order. I need to make sure bills are taken care of. Before I go do anything fun, I'm trying to make sure bills are taken care of. A lot of people think, oh, we should live for the moment. But you know what? No. You need to take care of business first, And, one day we're going to talk about what really got me here and how, how I got over and got through things. And I know for a fact, y'all, it's hard. People don't know. You got to be able to. The G is not on the end of my name for Giddens, okay? Sheena G did not come from Giddens. I'm just saying. Okay. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Orlando. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some power couple stuff. At one point I got to talking about future stuff and people wasn't even trying to hear the conversation. Okay, so what's the point? What's the point? If we're not building, we're not doing things that are creating generational wealth as a team, as a power couple, what are we doing? I'm always on business. I'm always trying to figure out what's the next thing gonna be, what's going on. Hi, Mercedes. Hey there. Oh, is that Carla? Oh, your phone messing up, Carla? Yes. Well, yeah, y'all ready for it. Not everybody can handle it. It's kind of scary though, because somebody got to be strong to deal with me, and not really deal with me, because my wall. When I'm with the right person, my walls come down, and it's up from there. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. What's the tea? I know Carla was supposed to be on here. We were supposed to be doing sister, but everything, her phone was messing up, so we couldn't do the live together. We had something for y'all too. Orlando, stop it. You are so funny. I cannot deal with you all. You can't be claiming me on this live. You can't be claiming me on this live. Oh, you cannot. You can't. But yes, a lot of women on y'all. Hey, I got a topic. What do y'all, okay. Do you all think that marriage do you think it's about finance, or do you think it's more about love? Issa, don't laugh at him. Don't even get him started. Sister. I cannot deal with you. Oh, I can't deal with you right now. I'm glad you're here though. Thank you for being here, because you know what? We need that male. We need the male perspective on things on here. Yes, we need that male perspective. Hey. Oh my goodness. Go ahead and give these people something. We need some type of advice. Come on now. Come on with some advice on here. We need some advice from a male point of view. What's some advice you can give us women, though? Come on. Because you already know what it's going to take to be with me. So I'm going to need what your perspective is on here in front of everybody, since you want to claim me in front of everybody. What's your male perspective on what a woman should be, or what your outlook on this situation is? Come on, come on. Since you want to talk, come on. Come on. I'm gonna need I'm gonna need your perspective. Come on. What do you think men look for in these women? Okay, no. I got a better one. What do you think about these sugar babies out here now? Tell me about the sugar babies. What do you think about that? What do you think about women that consider themselves sugar babies? Come on. And women, what do y'all think about sugar babies? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's a good hustle for them? Or what is y'all's perspective on sugar babies? Because I have men in my inbox all the time talking about, will I be their sugar baby? I'm like, baby, I'm too old to be anybody's baby anything, honey. Some of these, let me see. Some of these women that have their stuff together, all we need y'all to do is listen. Oh, okay. So you don't think women listen? Okay. Now, sometimes that depends on who's talking, because some of y'all talk and you ain't talking about shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, we want to listen, but we want to listen to somebody that's talking about something. And y'all think that it's just about y'all talking. But I mean, what are we listening to, But that's a good point of view. That's a good point of view. But that's where the communication comes in, because it's got to be a reason we're not listening. Not the independent women, what? Oh. And the thing is, when we want to listen, so we want a man we can listen to, We want that. We want a man that we can listen to. The problem is we can't trust what a lot of these men are saying, because they're just talking. And they don't have no ass behind what they're saying. They're just talking to sound good. They're not standing on it. Yeah, I'm telling the independent women, you know why they so independent? Because they don't have a man that they okay with letting their window, letting letting that wall down for. That's what it is. All women we want somebody that we can let our wall down with. We want to be able to listen. The problem is so many men be on so much bull crap that they talking about stuff they can't even either produce. They don't stand up. They telling you to do something they wouldn't even do. So it's hard for independent women to just bow down and just, stand down for these men who ain't worth shit. Now it is some men that's out there that's worth something, but the ones that's out there that's worth something understand why her wall is up. They understand that. The wall is only up because we can't trust to let it down. Give us a reason to want to let it down. Why would she say get out of somewhere that you help and pay for? Why would a woman tell her man to get out? First of all, ain't no woman just telling a man to get out or their husband to get out that's sharing a responsibility for a place. So if somebody's just telling you to get out, maybe you got the wrong woman. Maybe they're not you personally, but women ain't just telling men to get out. What are you doing to make this woman? What's happening for a woman to just tell you to get out? They're not just telling you on the fly. Okay, so if you got nothing, that means you need to get something. It's no reason a grown functioning man shouldn't have nothing. Let me tell you this. I got 2 full-time jobs. I literally work 80 hours a week. If somebody tells me they have nothing, they better be sick. They better be, something better be wrong. You better be getting disability or something because you're not feeling well. Not just not doing nothing. Right, that's why I said not you personally. I'm just saying, if you don't got nothing, there's no reason you shouldn't have nothing. You should have something. What's going on, Delon? Oh, what's up, bro? What's going on? But I'm just saying, yeah, if you don't have nothing, you got to get something. And if you got a woman that's supporting you and you don't have nothing, it shouldn't be that way for long. It shouldn't be that way for long. You got to get something. So if she's to the point where she's telling you to get out, that means you're not handling your business. And that's just from a real woman point of view. Not that she's a gold digger, because that ain't gold diggers. That sugar baby shit, I'm sorry, Lord, sorry about the cussing. The sugar baby stuff, that's gold digger stuff. But when you got a woman that's putting a roof over your head, it shouldn't be the woman putting a roof over your head unless she's kicking in for a little while because something took place. You were gonna jump on the plane. Look, if you got here, I probably would have been at work. I work from 7 p.m. to 5. Well, 8 a.m. to 5, and then 7 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. I ain't playing right now. It's bag time. I don't got time to sit around. Long as I'm living and willing and healthy, I got to get some money. Hey, but when Kevin and them come down here, you gotta come down here, oh. You need to come. Especially y'all need to come for my birthday. But yes. And Delon, what's your point of view on stuff? Delon, you still there? Are you still there, Delon? I need to hear your point of view on what you're looking for in a woman. Okay. All right. Oh, you need to come down here for my birthday. But yes, y'all. I'll wait for Delon's response. But anyways, yes, y'all. So, a lot of women, like I said, they don't let that wall down because they can't. Men are a woman's weakness. And women are a men's weakness. You know, temptation can tear you up. Temptation can mess you up. Temptation can mess you up for life sometimes. You know, and ruin families. It ruins things. It totally ruins the foundation of families. And that's ridiculous that just a temptation can ruin the foundation of a whole family. That's not good. We got to get stronger out here in these streets. I got 5 people on. Could I get the other person to like, y'all? Come on now. Get these likes up. But yes, y'all, we got to make sure we're doing what we got to do. Did you hear my question? Black. I'll wait for your answer too. All right. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, y'all. But yes, we need people. We gotta be stronger as a people. Like, we're too quick to just. We don't stay in for the long haul. We need to stay in for the long haul. We got to stick around. We got to stay in, but people have to be. Loyalty is a big issue in our community. Everything's so easily accessible, and just because it's easily accessible, people just, ruin families, ruin relationships. We ruining relationships and that's what we need in our community at this time. We too busy. It's so much accessibility to everything and everybody. People so easily able to give stuff up and a dollar can get you anything now. A dollar make you holler for real nowadays. You spend $1 and get some of everything around these streets, which is ridiculous. Nobody has no value on their own life and their own person, their own bodies. People giving their bodies away. All these diseases, a lot out here going on, and people do not care. They don't care enough about themselves or other people. And that's what the problem is nowadays. There's no foundation. All right. Well, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to hear. Give me the top 3. What's the top 3 you talking about, bro? What's the top 3 you got for? I'm gonna need to hear the top 3. But yes, y'all, we just got to start, man. We got to start loving each other. We got to learn forgiveness. But the communication is a big part, because a lot of times, not everybody is, some people are willing to forgive and forget. And believe it or not, they're not forgetting. They're just putting it in the back of their mind. But at some point, you don't just forget things that happen in your life that have destroyed some of your heartstrings. Like, you don't forget that stuff. It still sits in the back of your mind. So it's up to you to make sure you make that person trust you again, make that person love you again, make that person feel those same feelings that they have for you again, if they care. If they don't care, it's okay. But we do have to forgive, because you get blessings from forgiveness. I don't know if y'all saw my post today. But yeah, my post basically said that the blessings you get from forgiveness is much greater than the retaliation for betrayal. That's basically saying that you think you're getting get back when somebody betrays you. You think you're getting back at them by doing things to pay them back. You're really not. You're not doing anything but creating karma for yourself for your future. Forgive them. Move on. If you think you're going to be sitting around cheating back or, whatever your retaliation reason is for, quit trying to get back. There's no reason to get back at that person, because you know what? Let karma take care of them. You forgive them and move on to something different, better, whatever it is you feel, something more than what you had before. And I don't mean just financial. I mean just more, love, more, more of you. Sometimes people move from one person to the next, and you ain't even healed yet. You got to take time to heal. My divorce was fine. I filed for divorce back in July of 2021. My divorce didn't get final until January 2022. Okay, filed for divorce July of 2021. My divorce was final on my mother's birthday this month on January 21st, 2022. Isn't that ironic that took place on my mama's birthday? And we got married 5 days before my mother passed. Sometimes you got to pay attention to things like that to take place because that says a lot. It says a lot, But that's making me feel sad. Yes. It's just, you know what, that really just when you think about it, a lot takes place. A lot takes place that people don't pay attention to. And we have to learn to look into things a little bit deeper. We got to learn to look into things and look into people a little bit deeper. And sometimes, when you change your mind, communicate those things. I think that was the smoothest transition I ever had. That was the smoothest process I've ever seen take place. And by the time the divorce was final, like when we had court, when that divorce was final, I mean, I didn't feel I wasn't sad because I had already basically healed by then. By the time that took place, I was healed and I thought I was going to be sad and everything, but because I had worked on myself the entire time, and when I made the decision to file my divorce, when I made that decision, I had already known that was the right thing to do. And I wish I would have been able to communicate more. But, sometimes it's best to just let things go how they go. And you accept it. Once you accept it, once you accept it, that's it. You have to accept. A lot of people do it and they don't accept it. When I did it, I accepted it and I had to move on. And it was okay. But it's just ironic that the divorce court was on video and it was on my mother's birthday. That was God saying, you can't be sad today. Today is a good day. Today is the day your mother was born. This is a day to celebrate. So yes, I was able to celebrate. I celebrated that day. And it's funny because the people in my office, we actually took a toast to my mother's birthday and my divorce finalizing. Because you know what? That was life-changing. And then once that was final, I was single and free. It was as smooth as it could be. How do you mend a broken heart? You know what? You have to, your heart is broken because you still have feelings that are unresolved. You have to place those feelings. You have to understand what it is why your heart is broken, first of all. You have to understand that that's a part of the process that takes place when you are no longer with the person that you were in love with. You have to reflect on a relationship, reflect on what went wrong, reflect on what you could have done to try to fix it. Or, if it was something that the other person, sometimes people just fall out of love. I think that it's good. I think that counseling is a good thing. I don't see anything wrong with counseling before marriage. I think sometimes I wish I would have done it. I wish I would have done counseling or had a talk with an outside party before I got married so we could understand, so I could understand, the dynamics of it first. I've been married twice. So I wish I would have had counseling with my second marriage because that would have helped me understand things a little bit better. Understand, the dynamics of what was going on. And then too, if you have counseling before you get married, that might help you figure out if you should be married or not. that might help you figure out if the person that you're about to marry is the actual person that you should marry. So yes, I definitely recommend counseling before marriage. I do. Because sometimes we think, sometimes, you talk to a third party, somebody on the outside looking in, might see something that you don't see. Because, we're so in love and, we're blinded by things. We have on the rose colored glasses when we get ready, when we think we're in love and we're in relationships. So we have those rose colored glasses on and we think things are one way. But a third party can bring out things that you didn't see before and help you look at things from a different perspective. So yeah, I think the counseling before marriage will be good. Yeah, some type of counseling. Yeah. But yeah, because not we always, and everybody thinks, and I hate to say this, but a lot of Black people think that's just a white people thing. No, people need counseling. People go to therapy all the time. And even with therapy, you still have to you have to use your discernment on certain things, But yes, y'all, I'm so glad to come on here today and talk to y'all. I'm so glad y'all spent the evening with me. And we need to get together. I'm going to get with Carla so we can schedule our sister to sister show soon. It'll probably be one day this week. We'll be trying to do that once a week to give you all some entertainment, some fun, some conversation, have some interaction with each other. And I'm so glad. I hope you all like, share, and subscribe to It's Mahogany Muse. I hope everybody that got notifications today, please share this live so other people can see it and know that, yeah, we were a little late. We didn't have our, sister to sister, but we did give you a show today. And I'm glad everybody came on. Thank you all for showing me some love today. Thank y'all so much. And give yourself a hand for participating in the conversation, because you know what? A lot of people sneak in and look and don't say anything. It's okay. Sometimes you just want to sit back and watch. But I appreciate y'all so much. Anyway, can y'all please make sure you share this live, and I will talk to you all soon. It's Mahogany Muse signing out. Bye. Oh my goodness, look at everybody.